You know what I'm saying? Crazy. Oh, we clocked in. My internet's been slow all day, man. But anyway, welcome. What's going on, party people? If this is your first time here, listen, you are more than welcome here, man. I go by the name of Lespri. I am a spiritual healer. And essentially, as a spiritual healer, what I do pretty much, hold on. Oh, man, I almost dumped. You know, that's why sometimes you gotta stir it up. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So, as a spiritual healer, what I do pretty much, I help you to become Christ-like, Buddha-like, Krishna-like. And what all of these beautiful things or a strong statement means, okay? Don't be afraid of it. You know, what that means pretty much is anyone or anybody who has attained their highest level of understanding. If you read the story of Buddha, you read the story of Jesus, of course, those are people who have attained their highest level of understanding, and now they turn around and giving you God's commandments. So, I mean, in so many ways, it's the idea of going up the mountain, standing in front of God, and then now receive all of the commandments, and now you're coming down the mountain to share it with the people. This is your boy. Stood in front of him, man. You know what I'm saying? I had to go to Mount Sinai, nigga. Oh, Sinai, my bad. Is it Sinai or let me make sure I'm not fucking the shit up. But anyway, I had to go up the mountain, baby. Oh man. The shit I've seen, the shit I've heard. That's why I'm here, man. But anyway, welcome guys. It's a pleasure. It's a blessing. Like I always tell people, it's a privilege for me, man. I love what I do. And nah, come on, man. Like this is the ultimate, like, I mean, there's no greater job than this, man. I really don't see it. Not a president, nobody, man. Like having the opportunity to help people to see who they are. But most importantly, I had to go through it myself too, man. Do you see what I'm saying? Oh man, listen, it's you gotta carry your cross, baby. That's the way it goes, man. That's how it goes. But anyway, I'm here not to carry that shit for you, though, to let you know I carried mine. You gotta have to carry yours, man. But most importantly, you got the strength within you to do it. You hear me? Hmm. And that's what I do, man. So what I do is a whole lot to me. Eh, what a responsibility God put on me, huh? Come on, God. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, it's a good day. We're gonna talk some shit. Okay? So take your tea, you know what I'm saying? If you drink your tea, you know what I'm saying? I do myself. If you smoke your little shit, we ain't judging. You know what I'm saying? So let's break some bread. Let's get our deli, you know what I'm saying? Bread, vitamins, however you want to call it, man. I mean, you got to feed the mind, you got to feed the being. This is true food, man. Like for me, it's man. It's listen, man. Even and here's the thing too. I'm eating what I'm also sharing with you too. Eat your food, motherfucker. Yeah. Sometimes you may have to take it with you. You know what I'm saying? Warm that shit up later. Do what you gotta do, but get your food, man. Get your food in. But anyway, enough of that. That should tell you, man. This is what you're gonna be getting here, man. Love is love. That's what we do. That's what we promote. Um, yeah, man. I mean, shit. Welcome. You know what I'm saying? Now, again, as I was saying, if this is your first time, welcome. I have so many other videos, check them out. And you know what I'm saying? Feed yourself, man. You doing it for you. So again, getting back to what I was talking about as a spiritual healer, I help you to attain your highest level of understanding, of clarity about who you are. And the way I go about doing that is to help you now to become mentally and emotionally balanced. As you can, well, I mean, shit, I was gonna say as you can see, but not everybody can see that. We are living in a mental institution. Your only way to sanity is through spirituality. It's through you becoming the illuminated one, the true Illuminati that you guys always love to talk about. Yeah. I don't know what's illuminated about the people that you guys are talking about. You know what I'm saying? How they mistreating people or taking whatever the fuck, and yet y'all calling them Illuminati. Anyway, everybody's different. I mean, so what would Jesus be then? If these motherfuckers are Illuminati, what would Jesus be? Or the Christ or Buddha be? You know what I'm saying? Like for me, I'm a true gold digger. I dig precious gold. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, and I advise that you become a gold digger too. But anyway, a true gold digger too, man. A lot of you guys, you know what I'm saying? You think you're digging gold. You're digging bullshit. But anyway, we're not even gonna go there. We're not even here for all that. But that goes to show you, man, I'm very excited, very happy to, man, I had to take a few days off, man. I needed that shit, but most importantly, the integration, the whole completion of me collecting all the different pieces of myself, man, it's like it feels so rejuvenating, man. It's just it's beautiful. It's beautiful. But anyway, and that's attaining a highest. That's oh man, that's part of this is all part of becoming Christ-like too. But anyway, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself here. I'm just excited. Bear with me. We got some shit to talk about as always. You know. So what are we gonna? Yeah. So we were talking about being mentally and emotionally balanced. This being a mental institution, but most importantly, oh my God, man, the downloads I've been getting too, man. Whew, too much. But keep them coming. Keep them coming. We ain't stopping nothing though. But I'm just playing hard to get. My God, you know what I'm saying? I don't like you. You know what I'm saying? Being hard to get. But anyway, nah, man, keep them coming. But it's just, man, the wealth of information and whew, go within, man. Go within. But anyway, so we were talking about the mental institution, the whole aspect, the Kabbalion, the Kabbalion, the Kabbalion. I mean, I don't know what's the proper pronunciation for it, but I strongly recommend this book, man. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's not just the book, but it's the understanding of that book. And I know for me, man, it's like the beautiful thing about this type of knowledge is like it grows in you. I mean, on you. And the more you grow, the more beneficial it becomes, the clearer it becomes. So let's talk about. Okay, I'm trying to see which direction I want to take. I mean, let me sip on my tea real quick. Now, the term consciousness, let me address that for a second because it's all connected. Bear with me for a second, all right? So we're just putting all the foundations here, then we're going to put everything together, right? The term consciousness, why is that important, right? Because that goes hand in hand with you attaining your highest level of understanding. Because technically, what we're doing, this is why you are your mystery. All we're doing is becoming conscious about who we are, meaning becoming more aware of how we work. When you become mentally and emotionally balanced or conscious, I mean, you can't become emotionally if you're not conscious of these things. You would have to be aware of these things. This is why now then you understand, like, it's to be aware of a life within this life. This is what the whole aspect of being born again is all about. It's like we were born, we learn through our senses. You touch, you like the things that pleases you, and then as you grow, then you start to learn more things about life. Now you start to eat from the tree of life. And what the tree of life is telling you, this is where the Kabbalion comes in. And here's something else too. I might be getting a little bit ahead of myself here. In spirituality, mm, I'll wait because I got some shit I need to address. You feel me? Hold up, let me get mine for a second. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself situated. You know what I'm saying? We ain't going nowhere yet. You know what I'm saying? This moment is specifically for you. Okay. Hold up. Let me get my shit, man. We're gonna talk about some shit today. And as you guys can see in the title, we're gonna be talking about the illusionist versus the true magician. And that's gonna be part two. I already have part one, which I strongly recommend that you guys, that you check it out because it speaks, which I will summarize here too, but each one of them has their own thing. Although they're all related, and at times I touch on other things that I'm saying that you might want to hear. But anyway, do it for yourself. So so now we're talking about the term consciousness, right? This is why you have to become conscious because all you're doing is becoming aware or of our situation, of this life that you're living in. The Indian called this world Maya. And that's a key thing for you to understand. Maya means illusion. Now, here's where a lot of people don't understand what illusion is. They always talk about illusion as being fake. There's a difference between illusion and fake. When something is fake, there has to be a real one. So it's pretty much telling you there's an original and then this is the fake one. Okay, we're gonna have to use a little bit of psychology here, you know what I'm saying, just to, get you to think a little bit. Okay. Now, what they're referring to at this world being an illusion, it's not that this is fake. Like a lot of you talk when you talk about the Matrix. That's not what it means. What it means is, and I don't think that's what the Matrix is referring to neither, but that's a different conversation. What it means is, in this world, there is more to what you see. For instance, when you meet somebody, you look at their physical self, but there's another part of it. That's what they tell you. Things is never it's not always what it seems. This is the world that you're living in. If things is never what it seems, that's why they telling you not to judge a book by its cover. This whole reality is this. This is why, you know what I'm saying, you can't, for you to start to truly see things, you have to develop your inner vision. And that's what the term being conscious is all about. You being born again, it's all about. This is now being born again. Now you're looking at yourself. It's not you being dead or die and resurrected. That's what Jesus was telling you. But now you're being born of God. Now you start looking at yourself, not just only from a physical perspective, and then you start looking at yourself from a spiritual perspective. And when you do, what happens is you automatically naturally bypass your physical self without denying it. Take your time. I got time today. Mm-hmm. 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 I gotta let it breathe. I gotta let it breathe. That's what happens. That's what transcending is. That's why when you're being born again, like the whole aspect of, oh, death, where's your victory? Because now you wake up to yourself, you're like, no, I am a spirit. There's no death. There's transition. Then when you start looking at life from this perspective, it's still physical, but not as physical as it appeared to be. Now you become part of the mystery. I'm getting ahead of myself. I love this shit, man. That's why you have to become a mystique. And I'm going to demystify all this shit. You understand what I'm saying? Hmm. We have that good old wisdom for your ass. Hmm. There's that good food, man. Mm-hmm. Hmm. So, where was it? So now, in so many words, I wanted you guys to understand. So, this is some of the foundations that what I'm saying? Although it may look scattered, but if you understand this the way, what I'm saying, I mean, it's those little dots. Once you start to connect all of these little small things, then you're gonna have your big aha moment. You see what I'm saying? But you got to do it through Isis and Osiris. This new understanding and knowledge would help you to recollect yourself to the Father. Now, did I say Osiris? Horus? Whatever the fuck. If you understand the story, if you understand what I just told you, that's also your Trinity right there. So now, I wanted you to understand what the term consciousness and where consciousness, why is it needed, and why we say being conscious. This is why the true magicians, we tell you to go within. And that's what God does in our lives. And by the way, I do have something coming up on that too. But anyway, I'll talk about that later. So now, okay, I hope I didn't lose anybody so far. Okay, so now we're going to go back to this mental institution. We're going to go back to pretty much now spirituality, right? So, as a spiritual healer, pretty much spirituality, as I was talking about here, is it's pretty much the core of my teaching. I mean, shit. I mean, I don't want to say my teaching as of I created something, but my teaching in terms of, I mean, you hearing it from my mouth, right? But you know what I'm saying? But not, it's all of our, I mean, it's our lives. And here's something else too. And the reason why personally, I embrace spirituality, but and I gotta talk about the misunderstanding of spirituality. Man, a lot of people, the misconception about spirituality is big. And I'm gonna talk about the witchcraft too and the occult in just a second. Right? So we already talked about, now that you understand the term consciousness, this being a mental institution, and all is mental too. Oh man, the Kabbalah so much. Man, it's just anyway, yeah, it's so much to talk about. So much to talk about. It's like I'm all over the place right now, which is a good thing too. Very good thing because mm, it's like It's amazing. Give me a second, guys. I'm getting some download right now, man. Like, golly. Okay. All right. I'm back. Golly. So, spirituality, misunderstanding. I mean, as a spiritual healer now, let me bring it back because I was spacing out here, man. Oh my God. So much to share, so much to talk about, so much to talk about, so much to talk about. Okay, so again, when you start to identify with that spiritual side of you, this is why a lot of us, once we see that side of us, you can't go back to the way you used to be. Because now then you understand energy and what it means to you, how you truly work. That this is why once you understand this, you cannot go back to the way you used to be. And again, consciousness, that awareness plays a big part in us. This is why, as a man thinketh, so he becomes. And spirituality, that's what it deals with. To let you know, whichever God you choose, this is why spirituality is not a belief system. Whichever God you choose, you're going to act like that God. Because that's the true purpose. And this is what a lot of people misunderstand, right? Jesus tell you, if you like me, do what? Keep my commandments. So therefore, God is shaping your behavior. Isn't that why you would say, tell the people, yo, you need God in your life, man? Because God will straighten you out, meaning gives you a better life, a better behavior, better way of acting or behaving. See, your belief, it means nothing. It's the smallest thing in this whole operation here. What you truly don't see is that God is controlling your mind. And word to the wise, man. That's why you choose make sure you choose your God wisely. You see, like this, I'm not dealing with no. I could care less about what God you believe in. Your God is the best God. Congratulations. But here's something I do know: the truth is the truth, regardless of where it comes from. This is why to truly have God in your life, and this is why Christianity, to me, is very questionable, and it should, which totally makes sense. Which totally makes sense. And this is also where too I'm holding that mirror of wisdom for you to see the higher order in things. This is where the insight, giving the insight comes from. This is how helping you to see beyond the veil. This is how I do it. This is what we're doing now as we speak. And this is where developing your inner vision, your inner sight, again, dealing with this reality is not what it seems. This is the purpose of you getting to know somebody, knowing who they are, meaning you are passing past what they look like. See, those are the things that once you become conscious of them, then now this reality, I'll assure you, is not as physical as you think it is. That's when seeing the truth now is gonna set you free. Free from those material bondage. When people are telling you, hey man, you can manifest, you could do this, you could do that, this is revealing that this reality is not what it seems like. There's more to it. So to be afraid or to be like, this, oh, the mystery or whatever the fuck, is you being afraid of who you are. And ultimately, this is what it comes down to. When we talk about the illusionist or the narcissist or whatever the fuck terminology you want to use, or the fallen angels or the bad angels, the bad spirit, these are the people who are living with you who refuse to know who they are. And as a result, this is the world that you got. When we talk about Cain and Abel, that story pure on jealousy, shit, nigga. They buried me alive, yo. They try to bury me alive, man. Listen, you know what I mean? They try to bury me alive. But the devil is a liar. So you have to understand the deeper psychological aspect, not just the liar, the people who don't take accountability. It all comes in one. The illusionist. But anyway, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself here, but I want to lay some of those foundations as we're building. I want you to get some of those gems, to give you okay, I gotta give you that aha moment, baby. Ah, yeah, yeah, net nigga. Oh, hey, oh, yeah, through, nigga. I want you to stutter, nigga. You stuck on those yeah. Hell yeah. That's what you need. That's that acknowledgement. This is how we wake up. You must wake up to the truth. Those deeper insights, those are the truths. The ability for you to see beyond what things look like, that's what we call the truth. So now, us spiritual healers, or all of our ancestors, or the ones who are doing God's work, though that's the truth that I'm bringing to you. This is how I deal with the occult. When we talk about your subconscious mind, we talk about the part of you that you don't see. This is where your shadow work comes in. This is where, or if you want to talk psychology, this is where you go sit down with a shrink. You talk about certain things. You analyzing your life, having a better management of your own emotional self to have clarity. But most importantly, this is what the Christ work is, or becoming Christ-like. Then now you have forgiveness. You've become totally have mastered yourself both mentally and emotionally. The aspect, the truth, or the underline of you becoming the true Illuminati or becoming Christ-like is truly you become a good human being that is not led by jealousy, some of the lower vibrational things, but you're vibrating on a higher level. That's what that is. And because now you know God, you automatically, meaning your higher self, it would help you to bypass again, like we were talking about. Like, and the truth is, and this is what quantum physics is telling you. When they talk about and you guys should definitely, I mean, this is again revealing the reality that you're living in. When they talk about uh what you see are objects or condensed energy. Why do you think people are able to do witchcraft? Again, because you're dealing with energy. Where do you think your electricity comes from? Or the nuclear or your Bluetooth, whatever the fuck it's around us. Again, it's not just what it seems. There's a lot more to our reality than we know, or than it appears to be. That's what it means now. You would have to go within, not just okay. Well, you could say within yourself, but also for you, you would have to start looking at life past what you see, and that's what we're dealing with, and that's what spirituality is all about. And as a spiritual healer, spirituality is the core of everything that I'm telling you here. Again, which is referring to our state of mind, our state of being. Look at the story. People use religion too for war. Like that's what spirituality, in essence, been dealing with. This is why the true men of God, like when we say, being not of this world, but in, or however that saying goes, like we are in the world, but not of it, meaning we're not associated with those social whatever the fuck, which is which, which really doesn't would just deal with things on the surface level. And here's something else too. When you only deal with something on the surface level, you'll never get it. Because to truly understand something too, that's where understanding is, right? You gotta stand below it. In fact, you gotta see it from all angles, to be honest. Overstand, understand, Zozo stand, Dick stand. You got you gotta look at it from different angles, man. And this is what God does, and this is where also doing your meditation comes in, but a lot of different things. So now let me address some of the myths. I mean, I guess I already addressed it, but I guess the one thing I would now let's get into the occult. Now I wanted to address this one, right? Because as you can see now, as I was able to break it down to you, there is more to you than what you see, than what you look like. So now people who are doing witchcraft now they understand that. That's why now they dealing with your energy. That's what that war's all about. That's when people are throwing magic at you. That's what all this shit is. They just have a deeper like. That's why I was listening to this guy. Like when you tell me you're afraid of Haitians, I'm like, I guess good. What to tell you? Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? When you don't deal with your own power, this is like, this is crazy. Because now, I mean, it didn't really take me a second, but I really wanted to understand what people were talking about when they talk about the occult and why people was afraid of it. Like I never was afraid of it because I knew what it was, but I never really, I knew what the misunderstanding was. I mean, it's like it was, but it's like I got to the essence of it now, if that makes any sense. I mean, I knew there was always misunderstanding about it, but it's like, oh, okay, I see where it's coming from. I mean, of course, it comes from different, I mean, misunderstanding. That's exactly what it is. But in terms of for most people, because when they talking about the occult, right, and then in witchcraft, when people are dealing with the occult, right, what they're doing is, they are attacking the side of you that you don't see. That's why they throw magic at you, or evil eye, whatever you want, or curses, whatever you want to label that. So then now, these people, they call that occult. Let me tell you that is not what the occult truly is. You see what I'm saying? And just so you know too, and I also understand, you know what? Let's just take a second to talk about this. This witchcraft shit, man. Let me tell you, man. How can I say this? This shit is weak as fuck, man. Now, understand what I just said. Weak not because it doesn't work. It's not weak because people cannot sin or certain things will not do to you, but it's weak because the whole system is based on you. You know how they say, like you have to let the evil in. You understand what I'm saying? You know what? Someone may need to hear this. Do you see what I'm saying? And I think this is the proper knowledge. In fact, man, I don't should I? Yeah, yeah. I'll tell you what. Okay, just to give you a little bit about me, right? I was illegally kidnapped as a kid. My name was changed. Of course, it's money behind all of this, right? But these people also, oh man, that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? They just didn't know. But anyway, making a long story short, without going too much into that, you know what I'm saying? Listen, we already took care of that. It counts. Anyway, but I will also address that too. Don't get it fucked up. Um, you have to allow it in. Do you understand what I'm saying? And that's very important for you to understand. This is why a lot of people who does witchcraft on you, they have to, how can I say, sort of like follow you and looking for weakness. This is why I'm telling you it's a wick system because if once you know who you are, you know who you are. You understand what I'm saying? And this is where you'll rise. I mean, that's how you rise anyway. So they banking on you not knowing who you are and using you against you. That's why I call it weak. But they doing all of that in the darkness. As a result, then they use the term occult. But what the true occult is dealing with, again, you have to understand this. When you say you don't deal with the occult or the occult is it's like that, that's like you saying, you know what? Fuck it. I mean, some people do eat with their hands, and that's not what I'm trying to say here. So just bear with me for a second, right? Just get the point of what I'm saying. That's like you saying, you know what? I'm not gonna use forks and knife because people use fork and knife to kill other people. Isn't that why? If you're saying you believe in God in the name of God, none of that, nothing's gonna happen to you. Are you just saying it because you just safe to say it to God, or like what the fuck? It, in other words, what I'm trying to tell you, the occult has nothing to do with what people do with it. In fact, it's your responsibility. You should know that because it's part of you. Like I was saying, I know I'm not gonna be like I'm not gonna use fork and knives because people use fork and knives to kill other people. Or you're not gonna buy a gun to protect yourself because criminals use guns. Anyway, it doesn't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? And here's something else too you should know. There's nothing the devil does better than God. If the devil is a liar, like they said, you think the devil lied better than God? I know you guys like to say God speak the truth. He does whatever the fuck he wants. Isn't don't you say that? No, isn't that in your Bible? You know what I'm saying? When the devil talk about war, like have you heard of Sodom and Gomorrah? Those were God's doing. Pharaoh. God has Moses go through Pharaoh like 7, 8 times, whatever the fuck, just to let Moses know I did that on purpose. I mean, there's a lot that I'm saying here without saying. This is why you got to eat from the tree of life. Good and evil is all part of us. Like me, I enjoy bully the bullies. I don't bully people. I bully the bullies. The people who are creating injustice to others. Who take pleasure in that? I take pleasure in sucking their blood. Message. Message. Okay. No, I'm enjoying this. I want what you want. Nah, we ain't back down for the what? Down for what? Negotiating for what? Be friends for what? It's up and it's stuck. I understand. Oh man, I love it. The fuck do you think this is? It's not a joke. It wasn't a joke when you were doing what you were doing. Was it now? Hmm. Keep laughing. I want you to laugh. And by the way, people, there's gonna be some random shit I'll be saying though. Just bear with me. You know what I'm saying? Just know, everybody's getting their medicine. You feel me? Because, I have some special people who are, that love what they see. Watch this every day, baby. Never touch this, man. Do your best. Keep going. Please don't stop. Please don't stop. Because I'm not stopping. I am not stopping. I hope you don't stop. I'm saying, please don't stop. I'm begging you not to stop. Because there's nothing stopping until it's stopped. No way out, man. I told him, no way out. And you were warned multiple times. Mm, mm. Now it's all been stuck, man. Man up, nigga. All this shit you were talking, back it up. Back it up. Stand behind it. Keep going. Mm. I love a good fight, man. Because it makes you. But anyway, that was me. That was catered. That was their specific size. Okay. And that's also part of their eulogy as well. So welcome. You know what I'm saying? They try to take the priest. You know what I'm saying? All this time, you know what I'm saying? I'm appointed to your eulogy. What do you think this is? A little bit slow, huh? A little slow, I get it. What do you think this is, man? You know what I'm saying? You on my footstep, man. My doormat, man. I'm walking all over you. Shit. Hold on. Mhm. Let me take a second to talk about witchcraft for a second. Because everything I'm talking about here is relating to that too, and more. But anyway, it's energy weapon. I mean, it's how you use it. That's why, hey, listen, man. Huh, you got to know what you need to know, man. You got to know what you need to know and stop playing with yourself. Hmm. All right, let's get into it. Um, no, but everything I just said, man, it's all connected, guys. It's all connected. Trust me. Now let's just talk about for a little bit, because I wanted to expand more. on the occult and the witchcraft aspect of things, right? That's what they're calling witchcraft, but or the occult. But understand this. That's why I wanted you to understand the world that you're living in, who we are. There is more to what we look like. This is why if you were to learn anything about the occult, some of the books, some of the foundational shit they will teach you is that you have a subconscious mind, right? I want you to understand this. But then you go like, what the fuck is this? They tell you, you know what? It's you won't know until you know. And surprisingly enough, some of you motherfuckers who may be talking about your conscious mind, you have to experience it, but yet you're not aware of it, and it's within you. Can you see why being conscious and being aware comes hand in hand with your awakening, or you being the true Illuminati? And why is it important now for you to go within? Because all you're doing now is studying yourself. To master yourself, you would need to know all the different aspects of yourself. This is why knowledge is important. This is why it's your business for you to know. This is why even myself, if I were to talk about, whatever the fuck government and shit, I don't give a fuck about none of these motherfuckers. I'm telling you for your awakening, for, when I talk, especially when it comes to, being mentally and balanced, because that deals with you understanding what's around you, the logical aspect of these things. Your culture has an impact on you. And for you to be the best you, shit, you gotta go beyond your fucking culture. And that goes for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Eating Chinese food don't make you Chinese, nigga. They just make you an American who eat Chinese food, and now your taste bud it's expanding. And by the way, that's what the truth does to you. It doesn't. It makes you more of who you are. This is why any man of God is a man of God anywhere. A man with integrity. It doesn't matter what religion he believes in, which God. A man with integrity, therefore, his God is of higher purpose. Oh, high. In fact, he gets it. Isn't that why Jesus was telling you it's not about what you say, it's who you are, what you do? This is why the words has to be made flesh. But again, going back to the whole aspect of the occult, this is where now the occult now is dealing with the part of you that you don't see. Now, people were doing witchcraft. Now I got stuck on that because all of it, witchcraft. I mean, you gotta you gotta craft your own shit. Now, what these people are doing, which is different, right? What they do is they are attacking other people using energy weapon without you knowing, and then they need to have access to you. That's why for me, the people who was attacking me, they wanted to have access to me, know what I'm doing, and then they go ahead and do what they need to do, and then they go back. Let me see if that works. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll give you an example. Like, I was going through my whole personal integration, and anybody who's going through that, you would know what I'm talking about, right? These motherfuckers might think, oh man, my magic finally worked. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I understand everything. Like, yeah, how you put root on a wood teacher, man? You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of them. I know my power, nigga. That's what in you know it, in so many words in Haiti we have this term we say I'm not a child. Not being a child has nothing to do with your age or how tall, how big you are. It has to do with your level of understanding. Do you know who you are? Being a child means you only look at yourself from a physical perspective. And if you only look at yourself from a physical perspective, that's what makes you a child. You're still tasting or looking at things with, you know what I'm saying, with you putting things in your mouth, man. You just pick up anything off the floor, put it in your mouth, man. Stop doing that. Right, we always tell people, man, hey, man, on your way out, you know what I'm saying? Hey, don't pick up anything off the floor, put it in your mouth, baby. You know what I'm saying? Be cautious, man. They gotta have access to you. They're banking on you not being yourself. You see what I'm saying? But as long as you being yourself, man, listen, man, that's the essence of the true magician. This is why the true magician, even the true magician in itself, know how they do things, but yet again don't know how they do it. Because the part of us not knowing what we're doing or while we're doing what we're doing, that's where the transformation, that's the magic. You have the illusionists now, they're creating a facade about what they look like, who they are. But without getting too way ahead of myself, but ultimately, this is what it comes down to. It's mental illness versus sanity, or insanity versus sanity. The war between the angels, that's what that is. Or the so-called the spiritual war, if you understand that. We deal with that on a regular basis. Then now you deal with what people are calling, again, practitioners. You have to become a practitioner yourself. What do you think Jesus was? Who do you think Moses was? And the term practitioner, just so you guys know too, man, is someone who practices whatever the fuck it is. That's why being of God, you have to be a practitioner if you truly of God. Or regardless of what you're doing in life, anyway. That's what being about it is. You're practicing it, you're doing it. This is why you being in alignment. It's, you know what I'm saying? Again, man, you know what I'm saying? Don't be the sucker that be like, fuck knife. And I mean, you could eat, or, okay. And then you decided, you know what? I'm not going to eat with my hands because people are punching other people. You know what? Let's go as far as you like to go. Okay, let's just say people you eat with their hands, and then you go like, you know what? I can't believe you use your hand to kill somebody, use your hand to punch somebody because you did that. I am no longer gonna use my hand. Fuck my hand. Damn, this fucking allergy, man. Got this running nose. But anyway, and you said fuck my hands. Those are your essence. If you have the power to manifest, well, that's what transmutation is. So this is what you have to become aware of. Those are your powers. Your ability to learn, ability to see things, or to sense things, or whatever the fuck it is. And as you becoming conscious of yourself, this is what you will develop. And this is where you're, as part of your shadow, meaning what was in the darkness now is coming out. Now, when you're dealing with the occult, again, not because, it's not like you're using the darkness to hurt others, but the occult, the information in itself is the manual that tells you about who you are. And even them, if they can use energy to send it to you, that's another confirmation to show you that you are more than what you look like. And if they can do it, you can protect it too, or you can do it better. Whatever the fuck. In other words, it's part of you. However you want to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? There's a bunch of stuff, beautiful things we can do with our body, but you can also take a shit too. And that shit smells. It all comes from you. You don't wash your ass, you wash your pussy and your dick. You know what I'm saying? That shit's gonna be right. It's all you, man. It's all part of you. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who looks clean, you can also look dirty, nigga. What do you say? To be afraid of that is to be afraid of yourself, which kind of makes sense because nobody's really talking about the self. In fact, it's been a mission, to steer you away from who you are. But not necessarily a mission. This is already a fucking illusion. This is why nobody can really stop you. And there's no system in place that's gonna, and this is what our ancestors understood, the truth, you're gonna have to wake up to it. What you have now is that different like ascended masters comes in different time to give you different messages. Essentially it's the same thing. We have different approach and known for different things. That's ultimately what it really comes down to. Like that's why the truth, man, you can't. In fact, the illusion is also teaching you the reality. If you get with a girl because she got a fat ass or she look cute, that experience in itself is going to show you there was more to a big ass. So either way, it's do you want to learn or are you learning? Are you paying attention? Are you conscious? And this is the truth that I know in this, spiritual community, they always like to talk about to come to earth and all that shit. It's so whatever fuck. But the true masters we know, like fuck earth, like it's what difference does it make? I know who I am. That's why we're not concerned. Me knowing who I am now, I already transcended this physical body. The fuck are you talking about? I'm not neglecting it, nor do I go by it. That's the true mystery of mastering yourself. And this is why it's important for you to know who you are, which is more than what you see. And as you start delving into that, well, let the mystery unfold. Have a nice trip, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Carry your cross. Hmm. I'm feeding yourself. Carry yourself mentally, physically, psychologically. You're carrying your grave yourself. That's why it is your responsibility. You know what I'm saying? No one's coming to help. Okay. You know, the help that was the help that Jesus gave you. I did it already. What the fuck else do you want? You saw me doing it, right? I was God. I came like you, weak. I cried. I took a shit. All the things that you guys like to say. I'm just using the same thing that you guys be saying. Although you have no wisdom of what you're saying, but just the knowledge. Okay, got it. Now he did it for you. Now you know it's possible to be done. That's why Jesus is your savior. Now make your savior save yourself. What else do you need now? And that's what the whole awakening is all about. But anyway, now going back to the occult, because I want to talk about this a little bit more. The misunderstanding of that. So now what I see people are calling the occult, it's like those energy weapon that people are using, which is part of your reality. And if you understand the true occult, in fact, I'm helping you to become conscious of that. So therefore, as you becoming conscious of it, none of it can touch you or fuck with you. And that's another part of my mission too, man. I'm hunting them. And that's what the Christ did when chasing. These are those spirits. Those are your brothers and sisters too. The people who are secretly hating on you. Those are the illusionists. Oh, that mental illness goes far, man. The whole Cain and Abel thing to show you all of that shit derives from your lower self. And the truth is, most of the people who commits crime, man, like it's just coming from their lower self, man. You know what I'm saying? Like when you have a certain level of integrity, man, there's certain things you're just not gonna do. And you're not gonna do it because there's a price that you have, a self-satisfaction. This is what that's the happiness. That's the kingdom of God. When you stand in your shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, having money, not having money, you know who you are, like shit. Do you see what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing, man. This is now at this point you're not being swayed by the bullshit. And that's what people like to, a lot of people like to tell you, you do not avoid the fucking challenge, man. You don't get better by avoiding challenges. When somebody send you evil eyes, transmute it. Well, why the fuck would you send it back for? First of all, they will be exhausted because they sending their energy. By you transmuting their energy now, you're making it better for you. They're already losing because they're using their own energy to send to you, and they have no energy. Oh, I send that shit. You know what I'm saying? Every time you come back to see, you're gonna see me looking better than ever. How do you want it? How are you gonna send energy? I'm explaining what energy is to you. You don't even know it. You don't even know it. That's why you gotta go pay other people. You know what I'm saying? Ask the people that you pay who am I paying? They got the site. They could see that much. Let me take the time and thank all of my haters, all of the people who created challenges into my life, because this is what you gave birth to. The truth is, it's not really you, because either way, I am who I am. It was a matter of how did you want it? You had the opportunity to change your life. How did you want it? Did you want it the good way or the bad way? Oh, you chose the bad way. Okay. I, I, I pick your choice. You know what I'm saying? Why would I care about your choice? Hmm? I don't get it. I don't get it. It's like, you never had people like, hey, man, you did what you did. What I got, okay, that was your choice, bro. We all got to deal with with our actions and the consequences of our actions. That's me, that's you, that's everybody. This is why a lot of us, the wise farmers, you watch what you plant. You got to watch your seeds, man. Again, the term consciousness and taking accountability goes hand in hand. Taking accountability has nothing to do with you blaming yourself. It's you understanding you have a part to everything that happens to you. If I were to say, man, fuck you, man, you can say, fuck you too, or you can walk away. Those are your choices. Believe it or not. Or not. What the fuck? Believe it or not. What the fuck, man? Yeah. hmm And by the way, side note, I also talked about the energy vampires. That's also laid the foundations for you to understand who those illusionists are. You know, it's more than when man, I was dropped off in a war zone, man. Being of the light to live among the darkness, man, you know, it also helped you to really know who you are as well. I got to see and identify the different soils. And I got to really understand why the seeds, regardless how when Jesus was talking about the shit that he was talking about, you know what I'm saying, depending what type of soil you got, where the seeds dropped. And here's something else I wanted to tell people too, man. People don't understand when Jesus was speaking in parables. Come on, niggas. When you hear that shit, let's fucking be honest. When Jesus was talking about even the man with the seed, were you like, was it something you didn't truly see here? You see what I'm saying? What the power will truly mean, it's the way Jesus was saying shit. Again, that's the power of words. Because we understand the power of words. The metaphors that he used, that he was saying as parable for those who don't understand, it wasn't really that complicated. But what was in these things that what makes it powerful, because he was able to say a lot of things without saying them verbally. So in other words, you were able to learn more from what he said and what he said. And because we speak that way, the whole occult is the whole, that's what the mystique language is all about. That's what the mystery is. And that's what the beauty of it is too. Any priest or any man who deal with the wordsmith, I mean, or the wordsmith, we know that. That's why what people are telling you about the power of words, man, I don't know what the fuck that is. I mean, yes, words have intentions. Yes, 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 yes. But, again, you have to let it in. You know what I'm saying? If and this is not me in no shape of and form, encouraging white people to say nigga. When I'm, but if they say nigga and that makes you mad, they got your number. That's what I'm saying. They got your number, man. You know what I'm saying? That's like somebody who knows the button. Like, I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? And when they know which button to press, that's your master. That means at any given time, look at him. I'm gonna make him mad right now. Watch. Let's get these niggas marching. Let's go. Let's go. One by one, baby. You see what I'm saying? You gave yourself away. And this is why knowing yourself is very important too. This is why when Christ said, I am in this world, but not of this world, that's what this shit. Like when I tell people too, like I don't care, I really care though. What I'm truly saying is, I don't care for the likes for you, like you're not a gold digger. I mean, you care for I don't know, man. It's just different. You calling being care, or care like you calling bullshit that you care, like, but it's really your lack of understanding or the lack of you seeing things from a whole perspective. You're looking at it from one perspective, just like Earth. Like why would I say this world is fucked up? Okay, yes, we do kill people. Yeah, it happens. Only the bad things, nigga. Oh, there are some good things. Well, shit. That's what they telling you, man. Life is full of good and bad shit. And guess where the bad shit's coming from? hmm You guessed it right. Well, you could call it evil. I mean, in so many words. I mean, this is what we're going beyond. We're looking past people, past what they look like, looking at their spirit, but also having a true understanding of who they are. Those illusionists, energy vampires. It's almost like, they know how bad their energy is and they don't want to change neither. Or they don't have certain things too. I mean, that part they do understand. And here's the thing, a lot of us don't like to accept this, but we are all born differently. When the word of God, when I know for me, and this is why too, man, I gotta, y'all, it's all mental. You gotta check out the Kabbalah. It's all mental. I know a lot of times, and understand this, there's a limited perspective I realize that people has by telling you it's all mental, right? And the example that they always use, which is also used in the book, that's how I know they just repeating the shit, you know, is that anything you're looking at existed somewhere, which is true, right? We are inventing, is telling you, but everything's mental too, because your understanding of this life is all mental. That's why you can be standing next to me and I'm looking at the same shit. You have a way of looking at it. I have a way of looking at it. In other words, here's another truth too. You are the world. You are your world. We are all living in our own world, but connected by the divine. And this is the connection that I'm doing here, helping you to see. And this is why we are all one. All that shit through the divine, through what we don't see. Isn't that what we refer to when we're talking about the divine? And that's what in the occult we call the dark side, not witchcraft, not even you got to be a witchcraft too, to be honest. So that's why I'm always having a little hard time not using it to hurt other people. And I realize, and here's something else too, man. People don't understand even spells too. You don't do spells are not created for you to send to other people, man. You put spell on yourself. That's what you doing your affirmation is about, for you to become that confirmation. Your spell is to build your reality. But now here's the danger that happens, and I see it this, especially with people who are not self-developed. This is why, in my opinion, and this is why a lot of our ancestors, we didn't allow people to just do magic because you are not mentally developed. What I notice in Haiti, and that's why you see that in the black community too. That's why you when you raise about around haters, that's why I was telling you, man. Yo, I was dropped off in a war zone, bro. But how else would I be a spiritual healer? You know what I'm saying? Like I had to experience it. I can't, you know what I'm saying? Then I'll be just, you know, just, running my mouth. I mean, I'm doing that too, but goddamn, like, that is my credential. They are my credentials. Publicly. You see what I'm saying? Like these people work for me. They don't even know it. They don't even know it. They don't like. Why would I be mad at you when you're working for me? They don't realize everything they're doing is going back to them. I mean, it's gonna be a shocker. It's gonna be a shocker. The reality. I mean, the oh man. You know, you know what I'm saying? You gotta respect the power, man. This is why respecting the knowledge is important too. I gotta say this so people will hear it. You know, when people tell you when you dig a grave for someone, dig two. There's a reason why these things are being said. When they tell you whatever is hidden will come out, if you do it, it's gonna come out one way or another. That's how we all know who the fuck who the liars are. Even in social media, we know who's gay, who's not gay, who's pretending, whatever the fuck. And the people who are living who they are, nobody bothers them. I see the guy, what's that guy? Brown, some shit Brown. Nigga openly, hey, I'm gay. Who? Didi. You know what I'm saying? Nobody bothers him. Nobody bothers him, man. Because the motherfucker's honest with his own fucking life. How do you judge a guy like that? That's why I tell people, man, I suck my own dick, man. Suck your own dick. You know what I'm saying? People always have, you know what I'm saying? It's always the liars, man. You know what I'm saying? The ones, I mean, we are all living double lives. Don't get it fucked up. Ultimately, when you become the true illuminated one, is to have those two becoming one. This is now you become the one. This is how you attain perfection. That's what attaining perfection is. This is why now, at this point, you become fully illuminated. Your light, you become the light of the world by successfully bringing out the so-called darkness. As you delve into it, you bring it out. That's where your gifts are. Now that's where you're sharing your gifts with the world, with your beautiful ass. You know what I'm saying? Do you, man? You know what I'm saying? So again, the illusionist, you know, they use witchcraft. I don't want to say use, I'm just using that for lack of better terms. Because you want to become witchcraft. And that simply means you understand your own energy, you master it. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, how else? I mean, if, you always talk about fighting the enemy. How do you fight the enemy with no ammunition? And if God is your ammunition, how are you using God? This is, which is your higher self. It's your own energy. And of course, your ancestors, your guardian angels. I mean, you gotta fuck with all these niggas, man. I fuck with all these niggas, man. I fuck with all them niggas, man. I listen, man. I fuck with all them niggas, man. You heard me? Okay. Call it Jesus. Call it Ligba. I fuck with all them niggas, man. You heard? And that's what the true Christ does by uniting, going in those different realms. Man. Ooh. People, 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 people. You understand? So what they calling witchcraft now, or the occult, it's what they're doing is the malevolent that they're doing behind the scene. But the occult is nothing for you to be afraid of. Because your essence, you are what you don't see, to be blunt. And now, by you becoming yourself, you are acknowledging that part of you that you don't see. And guess what? As you're doing this is how the mystery starts to unfold. Now you become the mystique. And this is what the whole voodoo is all about, just so you guys know. Because we speak from higher level of understanding. We're not speaking from, just like when I speak of Christ or when I speak of Buddha, we speak from from a higher order here of Melchizedek, the true wisdom, from a pharaoh perspective. We're not speaking from a religious perspective, man. That's for little niggas. We're not speaking from a child perspective here. Those who knows know. You know what I'm saying? Again, a true magician. What makes you or make a lot of us a true magician is the transformation that we go through. By us going within ourselves, this is sort of, for lack of better terms, if you were to ask me how did I escape my situation, I'll tell you God. But truly, I know, but I also don't know. And the part of me not knowing is that transformation. That's why they tell you, you do the work, relax. You know what I'm saying? Relax. And that's what I'm doing now. I'm relaxing, nigga. I got what, 500, whatever amount of videos I got, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm relaxing, man. I planted my seed, man. You ain't stopping a motherfucking thing, nigga. Not you or the people who hired you or anybody they hired. You're just gonna watch this grow, man. And it's getting bigger and bigger in front of you. and you're getting smaller and smaller. It's just a matter of time, baby. Just relax, enjoy the ride, keep watching, just keep coming back, man. Keep being disappointed until the big disappointment comes. It's not too far away, though. Can you feel it? It's nothing, man. This is nothing. All right. I remember, man, y'all, when I tell you what these people do to me, man, I'm still standing though. You know what I'm saying? Look at okay. Still here, man. You know, Psalm 23, man. It's my life, Nate. And here's something else too. You gotta be activated. Once you activated, man, all that shit. Shit, come on. Who you fucking with? You know what I'm saying? And not just that. And your people will take care of you too, man. Understand this. If you fully got yourself activated here, man, listen, I know. Take that with you, man. You know what I'm saying? Now you're exposing not just your crew. Oh man, it's like a whole, yo, man, we're taking down a whole, like, I war with superheroes, man. They thought I was by myself, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, I war with superheroes. You know, I live that life. That life? Oh, I live that. I'm all about it. Hmm. They don't woke up the bear, bro. Man, free food. Oh, I was your sacrifice, huh? Free food, man. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? Hmm. Mm. You're not a better liar than God, man. Cut it out. You better ask somebody. Ask around. You know what I'm saying? Read your Bible. Respect the power, man. Read your Bible. You'll see. God is the biggest lie. And he tells the truth too. Which one you want? You know what I'm saying? It's all part of God, man. I'm not too sure about the jealous part. You know what I'm saying? But shit, why not too? I'm not too sure about that. But anyway, but I understand the concept behind it. Like, having God is jealous of you. Like it's cute to me. You know what I'm saying? But not I don't know if I were to take that literally, like the way most people would take it. Or how as, what I'm saying? Again, this is the parable. This is for the wise ones to see. And going back to what I was talking about to connect the dot about the Jesus parables, some of them, you knew what he was already talking about. But the idea of the disciple asking him, "Why do you talk to them like that?" That's what he said. You were meant to understand that. But most importantly, that's the beauty of speaking of that too. Jesus always speak like that. The power of words, man. Check it out, man. Check out my other channel, man. I talk hour. I give you the game, niggas. Give you the game, man. I gave you the game. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. Doing God's work, man. We gotta do it, man. You know? Shit, I'm here to serve you, man. Sir, ma'am. It's my pleasure. Don't judge me. Just get the message, nigga. Let me just smoke my shit. You know what I'm saying? You will not understand. I'm saying, let me get my food. You understand what I'm saying? But there were also other things, because I remember the first time I heard, the whole when, they were trying to stone, the whole, or, that prostitute, Jesus' response. Oh man, that shit was an eye opener to me. It did open up, I remember, man, that's when, what I'm saying, my thirst, what I'm saying? Like this is where, because I was that good soil. You feel me? When the truth went through me, oh man, I couldn't let it go. And those of you who've been through that, you would know. This is that sound, the sound of God. When you hear it, you got to go home, baby. And that's exactly what I did, nigga. But anyway, um, yo, these people, man, the people I was raised with, man, these people eat baby food, man. You cannot let these people got to be locked up. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like when you taking kids, you're trying to steal from kids, you're competing with a baby, and now you're getting your ass whooped by a baby. You know what I'm saying? You eating baby food, man. Like these people shouldn't be out. Okay? You cannot let them around your house or nowhere because they are not trusted, but to the public, they are illusionists. Another part of being the illusionist is too. They appear as if they love people. It's all of that. That's why they are wolves in sheep clothes. They create that image trying to let you know, and that's what you see in a lot. In fact, a lot of these people, that's why they go to church, and then they doing witchcraft. Not truly witchcraft, because they haven't mastered it. They're not true practitioner, but they do know how to use certain energy to direct it over you to hurt you. But even for that to happen, you have to allow that in. That's why in Haiti we have the saying, c'est rat paille qui mange caille. What that means is, it's the rat, it's the house rats, that destroyed at the house. And anybody who's done witchcraft, that it's always been part of that, right? And that's why the people. Can you imagine, like you being raised by somebody who's been hurting you? You like you sleeping with the enemy, literally. And the part of these people who actually buried me alive, man, it's like changing my identity, to get me emotionally stuck. And yet they are hurting me, inflicting pain. Oh man. And here's something else that they also do too. They gotta put you at your lowest vibration for that shit to work. This is why this shit is a psychological attack. It's worse than, what I'm saying, they are stalking you the same way. Like it's criminal shit. You know what I'm saying? But there was a court that has been placed. There's a system for that too. I think that's what they didn't know. Oh yeah, there's a system, man. And here's the thing, man. I know this is gonna sound cliche, guys. Listen, we all know it by now. That's why, like, nigga, this world's not ruled by what you think, man. You know what I'm saying? You said it yourself, right? You talk about the Illuminati, they doing offerings and all that. Who are they offering that to? You know what I'm saying? And if you're praying, who are you offering that to as well? I mean, the offerings. I mean, it's all the same. You know what I'm saying? The sacrifice does stop, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to be, I mean, sacrifices is the essence of this reality. There's no way you're gonna survive, and you gotta kill something. And the higher the sacrifice of, the better it is for you. That's why the ultimate sacrifice, it's got to be you. This is why your lower self should become one, but really, I mean, it's truly becoming one, but for lack of better terms for now, should submit to your higher self. But it's truly both of them becoming one. It's truly you strengthening the so-called lower self. And that's the essence of you needing God in your life. But anyway, that's a whole other conversation. So now going back to those illusionists, again, this is me delving more into it because for you to truly see them, you got to see past them, right? Isn't that what we're talking about here so far? I mean, we should establish that by far. And those are the reality that you must go by because those are the truths. The more truths you add into your life, well, you become more truthful, the more illuminated that you become. That's why you have to be a gold digger. Oh man, that's why I gotta teach you about Crime 101, the movie. 'Cause, I gotta make sure, the movie. You know what I'm saying? How to slay these motherfuckers. They didn't know. I'm here to slay you. There's no negotiation. Nah, I want you. Nah, I want you. Man, the fuck? Fuck your negotiations, man. I want you. You know what I'm saying? You regret coming out. Nah, save that. You know what I mean? That's for the birds. Ah, I want you what you want now. Okay? It's up and it's stuck, man. And if you don't believe it by far, I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. I could show you better than I can tell you. Just watch how I move. If those moves are not telling you anything, no way. Let's keep on dancing. Let's keep. Hey, listen, man, I got all day. It's up and it's stuck, baby. Best believe that. Hmm. What you think this is? PI. Listen, man. Hey, man. It is. You know what I'm saying? This is my favorite fucking emoji. The bitch that does this. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'll be doing. Hey. That's right. And that's the scale too. Like, you know what I'm saying? You saw the money, huh? There was the money, huh? Okay, hey. There's no money. Oh, who knows, man? Ooh, wee. Mm-mm-mm. Oh man. Again, forgive me, guys. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be some random shit again. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure everybody's getting theirs. Get yours. This is yours. This for you. Everybody. Anybody, there's something here for you, man. So, So they create that, but also they understand truly, all those energy weapons and all these things, man. Again, once you know who you are, you know what I'm saying? And that does it work? Hell yeah, it works, man. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Why would you not? Like, again, like I said, man, if you choose not to use your hands because other people use their hands to either eat shit, you know what I'm saying, or wipe their ass, said, you know what? Because they do that, I'm not gonna use my hand. Okay, I I got it. I understand. Gonna be a handless motherfucker. All right, I got it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, and that's what they do. You know, and as part of you becoming aware of who you are, I mean, those challenges and the opposition, it's all gonna be part of it. As part of your awakening too. Judah was among Jesus. I mean, it was part of Jesus' tribe, man. But what Judah didn't know is why Jesus picked him. You know what I'm saying? I had all of them together. And then I removed myself. All right, good. Steve, Dada, yeah, everybody good? You had your people? The other one, y'all all good? Y'all good? And then I said, okay, bye. Y'all good? Y'all working together? The money's good? Like, you're gonna go. All right, good. Okay, fine. No problem. You know what I'm saying? All right, here I am now. I mean, those documentation you have, you know what I'm saying? They're all your burden now. There's this thing I really love, man. And I think that sums up my whole story, right? So, you know, it symbolizes it was like these guys who went into a store trying to rob the store, and the owner just ran out of the house, shut down the fucking door and shit, and left them in there. That's where they at right now. That's yours. You my mother. Okay, fine. You got it. Okay, okay. For years you were moving money from money. Okay, okay. Laundry. Okay. Now, okay, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? She sent her little piece of shit to attack me. I just sent her right back to her. Yeah. No, no, no. Y'all belong together. Go ahead. Anybody they hired, and that was a key thing too, allowing people to be. Anybody they hired, okay, and I told them, hey, that's it. Okay, go ahead. Join forces. The bigger the better. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay. And now I have my popcorn. You know what I'm saying? In Haiti, we have the same. Upable manger. And I'm like, okay. I'm not even gonna say what it means. You know what it means. Okay. Why, man? Okay. Okay. Wakaka. Oh man, I'm being too much, man. But anyway, guys. Oh shit, forgive me, man. Hmm, hmm. Bear with the Haitian kid, man. Okay. But anyway, so so going back to the fucking i- illusionist, right? So a big part of what they do, first of all, there are energy vampires, because when the word goes inside of them, there's no truth in it. It seeks like the soil is not it's not it, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's important for you to identify them too. When Jesus said to let the blind lead the blinds, Let the dead lead the dead. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's their purpose. Their purpose is to serve you. You know what I'm saying? That's why you cannot be in a position to be under them though, because they will, oh my God. Whew. But it's okay. You know? Hey, listen, man. They threw me in the fire, bro. Oh man. You know what I'm saying? They threw me in the lion's den, man. And I'm playing with the lions. And I'm a Leo. Oh, these people are brave, man. I mean, it's amazing to me. It's amazing to me, man. Mm, 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 mm. So anyway, I got side. Hey, it is what it is. So, and that's ultimately because I'm trying to get you to see a deeper psychological aspect of the people that we're dealing with or the energy that is around you. And to understand that you're looking at people past what they look like. And you also need to understand how those illusionists, because they are not true magicians, meaning they don't have the ability to transform. How this is being translated in your life or in life in general, those are the people who, like the people I was raised with. This woman, like shit, man, probably 69 or 70 years old, but still a kid. I call them Chuckies. Those are the bitter ones. Those are the ones like they don't grow. They don't, you know what I'm saying? They cause pain to people, but they can't take pain. Because for you to transform, you got to go through pain. So, in a way, they're doing a little bit of good to you too. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's why for me, like, I can't really hate them. I got to be honest. But not just that. I got no reason to hate on them neither. They got nothing that I want. They got nothing like I'm attracted to. Do you see what I'm saying? If anything, at this point for me, it's like, okay, I've experienced that side of it. Okay, now let's do something different. Like, damn, man, like shit. Being raised in a dysfunctional family, this shit is crazy. Man, and for me too, man, like, and then you being around them, like, that's why a lot of things used to be funny to me, man, until I start to realize, I'm like, no, these people are not kidding. Like, I couldn't understand why, I always used to think it was a joke. Like, when people don't take accountability, it's like, you know what I'm saying? I think, this nigga's joking, man. You gotta be, this is a funny. But then, I think I was naive to their stupidity. But again, I was projecting myself too. You see what I'm saying? This is why you have to master the self, man. Yeah, master the self. So I'm like, yo, I mean, nah, you can't be that stupid. Yes, they are. That's what the mental illness is. Yes, they are. A lack of bigger perspective. And that has nothing to do, and some of them may be literate too. Knowing how to read doesn't mean that, what I'm saying, that's what you, and it also depends on what you're reading too. So there's a lot more to that than just, again, this is where, your meditation is important because it helps you to develop that, to expand your consciousness, to think beyond things. And as you develop that, now you're becoming sensitive to certain things of course, because you're attaching more now to the side of you that you don't see. Then you slowly but surely sculpting it out. And being a man of God, or to be truly illuminated, that part of you, that fire, that radiance got to really radiate. Get it activated. And that's the you within you, which is also part of your awakening, part of now your higher self. You're thinking on a higher plane, higher perspective. And of course, you'll be tapping into those different psychological aspects of yourself, all that good shit. This is where your gifts are. And us true magicians, we know this is where you need to go. This is where transformation comes in. You go in one way, you come out a different way. That's the magic. Now, the illusionists, they make you think. That's why they always got a lich off of your energy, because they want to look like you, talk like you, and do everything like that. Meanwhile, I mean, it's truly not in them too, though. And that's I used to say before, or to be, what I'm saying, nah, they don't have it in them. Or I used to say like they choose not to look for it. Nah, they don't have it in them. And they know it too. This is why you cannot help just anybody. Do you see what I'm saying? This is why knowing the truth is going to set you free from emotional bondage too. This is why to know God has nothing to do. That's why Jesus tell you, man, you must renounce. The same. This is what. Here's something else too, man. There's no confusion, guys. There's no opposite. Like it's all of it. All of it is true. You must honor your mom and dad if you have a mom and dad. And by having one, what I'm saying is it's truly one, not a biological one. You got to look past that. This is why now you must honor God. All of it is true. Stop thinking from a dick and pussy perspective, meaning a good and wrong perspective, because that's the limitation in itself. You need to eat from the tree of life. This is how you truly develop your ego. That's why your ego is not your issue. Everybody has a fucking ego. But depending on what type of information you feed in your mind, how you are, the ego catered to that. Do you see what I'm saying? And this is why too, this information is for you. I'm serving the ones who're supposed to get it. That's what it has always been. That's why this information cannot be for everybody. Meanwhile, it's for everybody. This is where the whole idea of the power walk really comes in. So when I was talking about the Jesus shit, some of these things, like the one thing I know for me that really, stood out was the when he was talking about this bitch, the fucking prostitute, and his response. Because even to me as a child, he gave me that sight right then and there. I'm like, whoa, what a fucking answer. And right then and there, it opened up, that was that was the beginning of, he opened up my third eye, for lack of better terms. I understand that sight now. And that's the sight we're giving out. You tell them what you see here, man. Hmm. Any information that does not pertain to you in your reality is not useful to you. If you have God for a next life, I mean, what's the point of you being here anyway? You could just skip it and go to the next life then. Uh, what the fuck is that helping you? To God, you in my life just for me to go to heaven. How about here? So your God is not for you to live here. It's for you to go to heaven. How about this life? So this is why for me, God has got to be practical. Until it becomes practical, you don't know the use of it. How can you tell me about something you don't know? Or you claim to know, or you just talking out the mouth? You have to become a practitioner. The word has to be made flesh. Why do you have knowledge if you're not going to use it? Or if you're not going to become it? That's what wisdom is. You become everything you eat. That's your nature. I don't talk about beliefs here, man. That's what the birds. Go ahead and debate. I mean, it's fun, it's entertaining. And I know you're not looking too for fucking debate to learn. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna say this? Who's gonna chop his head off? Oh, that was tough. No, I like that. Oh, I like that too. You know what I'm saying? That's why yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's why I suck my own dick, man. It doesn't make any sense. But anyway, the true magician, we understand the sacrifice is you. The transformation is you. And the sacrifice, that's what you do on a daily basis. The Indian call it, devotion. That's why, again, to me, I have to embrace all of it. I love the way they say that there. That was a key, devoted to God, man. The devoted ones. There's no way out. There's no button. This is what it is. There's no half. I mean, to be godly, man, is to be of that essence on a regular basis. This is not a one-time thing. It's not a Sunday thing. This is an everyday, every second thing. This is when you show up somewhere, somebody should recognize that energy. You are witnessing. In fact, you are testifying on behalf of God with your energy, with the way you treat others, with the love and the wisdom that you project. Oh, come on, man. All we doing. That's how you are successfully bringing the new heaven into this earth. That's why you need God in your life. You gotta have God in your life, man. But anyway, but most importantly, you have to become the true magician. Going through the actual transformation, you know how you did it, but you don't know how you did it. So just so you know, I'm gonna tell you now, and I'm gonna say it again. When you say how this and that, I'm gonna tell you just by God, nigga. But also know I got everything you do. It doesn't take away from me, nor does it add to me. They are all part of me. And that's the truth I hope that will set you free. And I'm gonna leave it here, man, because I've been talking a whole lot, man. 2 hours. All right, we gotta shut this shit down. But anyway, more gems, man. I always gotta leave you with something, man. Listen, man, to a great mind, nothing is little. You know, when you attain certain level of understanding, of course you're gonna see magic all around you, man. It has to do with it's not how much you see, it's how you're looking at things. You gotta take these things with you, man. Those are the things that, what I'm saying, you gotta have them on deck. Because I don't want you to go out there and just pick anything off the floor and put it in your mouth, man. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that at all. I want you to go out there, look good. You feel me? But anyway, with all of that being said, man, and know this too, man. You can only be great at something you love. You don't love it, you're not gonna be great at it. That's the way it goes, man. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, again, there's no shortcuts, man. And those are the codes that you need to know. Those gems that I'm telling you here, those are codes to life. Again, because nothing is what it seems, or those keys you need to open up those doors. Those are the right key you need to open up the door, for you to get on that other side. And that's what the Kabbalion, in essence, is teaching you when you're teaching you about the law of the universe. It's teaching you about you. This is not a belief system. This is not whose God has the biggest dick, whose God look better, your God is evil. That's for the birds. Because regardless of whose God you choose, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna react the way that God is. So I hope you truly know your God is greater, but there's nothing practical in it. And if you're saying it's greater, I don't see it in you. You see what I'm saying? And the ones who really become that, when you see them, you know. When you see them, you know, man. The way they treat people, the way they talk, you know. This is why you can't funk. You can't fake the funk, man. You know what I mean? You could play the bass all you want, baby. You cannot fake the funk. You got hey, truth is the truth, man. You see what I'm saying? And even those people that I'm exposing, right? I've been exposing them for years. I mean, although I didn't know how deep it was, now that I know, I'm exposing. I mean, I'm exposing as I went along. And now they did the big one, and I'm exposing the big one. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? That's why for me too, here's something that I didn't say, right? So when you learn so much, I already know how fucked up you are. So when I learn about you doing this, it's like, I mean, shit. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It's like you guys got me ready for this. You shocked me. I was not shocked at all. Oh, if anything, I was able to connect the dots. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, got it. Okay. Makes sense now. Okay. I'm giving you your prizes. Here's your flowers. Evelyn, here's your flowers. Eve, here's your flowers. Okay, good job. You know what I'm saying? Just not enough, but hey, you did the best that you can. You can't do what you can't do. GD, dog. Huh? Eve. Not too bad, huh? He's the GD guy, man. He's the GD guy, man. So, man, you can't be a better liar than God, bro. You know what I'm saying? Say, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? That was good. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, man. Shit. I ain't never scared, nigga. You trying to scare me, man? Come on, man. You ain't no boogeyman. None of you motherfuckers are boogeyman. I'm scared of boogeyman. You know what I'm saying? I could show you better than I can tell you. I shan't. Take that with you. That's what you're gonna take with you. You hear me? You taking the truth with you. That's what you're taking with you, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're taking with you. All right. But don't worry, I'm gonna be with you every step of the way. I told you guys, I promise you guys, okay? I'm gonna be with you every step of the way. And saying make sure I'm gonna be the last one you see. You're gonna take that with you. Okay? Now with all of that being said, man, hey, and again, guys, before I let you go, I gotta tell you this, man. The remedy, man, listen, man, of the pain, it's in the pain. You know what I'm saying? This is for you. That's what I want you to take with you. The other ones, I gotta give them. Hey, they came here. You know what I'm saying? Even if I didn't say it, I mean, shit, I'm saying I figured I would customize it. I said, come on, dog. You know what I'm saying? I got you. But anyway, guys, it would all make sense. Don't worry. Don't worry. It all makes sense in due time. Um, yeah, man. The remedy of the pain is in the pain. You know? Hey, man. For you to find the one who loves you, I mean, you know what I'm saying? You gotta fall in love with yourself, man. Fall with your love. I mean, fall in love with you, and everything's gonna work out. You hear me? And we're gonna leave you there, man. I'm out of here, man. I talk too much.